Brian makes it, so they still
easy,
got their birdie.
Easy clean up there.
Yep.
For us as well. Another foot fault.
You just saved us. If we look at me in the water, I got to get my DGK zone back. Can't do that.
All right, guys, we just birdied, as in Rick and I. Brian and Grant parred, so the scores are me and Rick at 8 under, Brian and Grant at 6 under. We are moving into hole 13, I think, of the actual course. Playing all the way down to the basket on the wood line down there. I believe it's 600 something. What'd you say?
It's a 12 basket.
Basket 12, yeah. Yeah, it's 6 something par 4 up the hill. Grant and I are now partners, and we flipped for it off camera, and we're first. So go for it, Grant.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final 6. Starting it off, me and Grant on the box on hole 13. This one plays as pretty much right in the middle, the 10th easiest, playing 4.11, and it's a par 4, so just pretty darn close to par.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. The only mistake to avoid is sawing something off or fading out too quick into the jungle down there on the left. You just want to get a little bit of turn on it, get it out there. Even though you're a little bit too far right there, but that's perfect. That's just leaves a pretty simple upshot.
Yeah, just turn that one over. Actually, more than a bit, a lot too much, but still right in the open. Can't be too mad with that one.
Yeah, Brian doing the same thing. We tend to make this mistake. We tend to try to put it to the right if we can.
Yeah.
Just makes the whole play so much easier.
For sure. Anything in the woods is pretty much GL. Those woods are so thick. And this one looks really good if that comes back a little bit.
It was the same. It was I don't design that to come back. It's meant to be over there to the right.
Yeah.
Not that far right, but we're down there close to that other basket that you can see.
Oh yeah, we're not going to the basket on the close right. We're going to the one that he's throwing to, just in case anybody was getting a little confused why he's throwing a driver there instead of jump putting. But what basket? That's regular hole 11's basket.
That's
right?
the tee that we threw off of in that basket just to the right of Luke is the normal hole that we would play.
Yeah, and that shot was garbage. So
yeah, saw it off a little too early. We're kind of obstructed here, as you can tell. I'm going with a distance forehand, which doesn't happen unless I have to. Got it up there a little too high.
Yeah, just a little bit, but you guys should. I mean, you got an easy par from there.
Easy par. This one is as long as you stay out of the woods, it's pretty simple to par. Brian trying to give us a look at a birdie putt, and I think he gets it up there pretty close.
Yeah, that looked like a good skip and then kind of a bad skip. It skipped all the way to the woods on the left, but just in there to where you guys can straddle out at least. And Brian almost makes it from about 30, would you guess?
Yeah, that was probably right around circle's edge. Gave us a look, probably outside the circle since I jump putted.
No, I think he just foot faulted. We'll just call the foot fault. This is Grant's shot, I believe. Yeah, my shot was horrible. Kind of got a little straddle out knee putt. And probably around 25 feet, 25, 30, somewhere in there. And I airball. Pretty bad effort. Hopefully Grant can put this one in for us, though. Yeah. And I have no idea how that went in. He hit the band, dropped down into the basket. Some Disc Golf Valley stuff right there. Don't even know how that stayed.
I'm waiting for it to still pop out.
Yeah.
All right. Grant hooked us up with a birdie on the last hole, so the scores are now Brian at 6 under, Grant at 7 under, Rick at 8 under, I'm at 9 under. Going into hole 13 from 12's pad to 13's actual basket. It's like 645 par 4 up the hill, and we are filming on a phone again for the first time in 8 months. I think like early 2020. So shout out to everyone that remembers when we first started on a phone, like guys like RJ Walker. Yeah, thank you guys for watching from the beginning, and let's see what we can do here. Oh, the batteries died on the actual camera. That's why we're filming on a phone. So, is it me or you, Grant?
Yeah, the camera died actually right when we were finishing up the middle 6. So we put that in the car, and we just decided to go on the phone so that we didn't have to redo all this. So hopefully it's not too bad. And that was a pretty bad shot.
It's a pretty common mistake. These woods aren't as treacherous as the last hole, so we don't avoid them quite as much as we should. But it's another pretty straightforward hole. Just get it up there somewhere. More in the middle gives you a better angle to the basket.
Yeah. It's a pretty fun hole. Do you know how this one plays to par?
It's probably pretty close to par again.
Yeah.
This one's tough to bogey, tough to birdie.
Is this your strike here, I'm guessing?
Yep, strike is what I'm throwing for distance, and that's where you want to be.
That's perfect. You're going to have a nice hyzer into the green, I think.
Yeah, this is the angle you're looking for from Grant here, because you got straight at the basket. You can hyzer around those trees a little bit if you want to.
Yeah, that actually worked out pretty well. I think he hit the telephone wire or something.
He did.
I'm throwing a flippy Buzz SS here, and I just didn't quite turn it. I stood it up how I wanted, but it didn't turn. So we should have a 40-45 footer from there. What disc was this?
That was probably a T-bird trying to gently get it up in there, but sawed it off a little bit, counting on Brian to bail me out. He does not.
Yeah, a little early and high from him, and he's going to try and straddle jump that one. It's really weird. You guys got like a low ceiling putt here.
Yeah, this is a weird spot to putt from.
Yeah,
as you can tell from what I'm about to do.
You're going Firebird flick from 60 feet, 70 feet, so you know it's not the easiest. And you actually almost made that. That was such a good effort. Thought you had that one.
That would have been a nice birdie.
Yeah, that would have been a nice highlight.
Nice putt.
Thank you. I was talking to Grant, and I said if I thought this one was in, I was going to try and beat it to the basket, but I was kind of a little unsure, so I didn't exactly start until it was almost in.
I didn't know until like.
So you guys are going to tap out for the par, and we got a pretty nice birdie on that one. Going into
Grant and I
14?
both.
This is 15.
Three the last one.
It's from 14's
Rick
tee.
and Brian both foured it, so I'm now 10
This
under.
is this might be the signature hole. We have to get across the pond here, and
This hole is,
not many can make it across.
it says 666 to the par hole. Okay.
Corner.
Sweet.
That's
They
Yeah,
said it's like
there's the layup
474
option on the right,
So I'm probably gonna go for it.
or
Rest in peace to my
it's like
haters if I don't.
480-ish to actually clear. And I said if Grant put this one safe, that I would go for it. So let's see if he can do it. And Grant showing the local knowledge. I thought that one was in the water the whole way, but he was letting me know that it was definitely going to be in good position. So
Yeah, up there by those benches is where you want to be. It's basically then just plays like the actual hole to that basket.
yeah, I'm going with my Hades, trying to get a nice full S flight, put it on a little hyzer and get it to stand up, flip, and then come back. And it's gonna be close.
Oh, thought that was going to make it this time.
Nope. It was so close. It was like 5-10 feet short. We actually found it the next day. My dad found it actually, and it was only like 5 or 10 feet off the bank. It was so close.
Yeah, it was a heck of a throw. Definitely about 475.
Yeah, if I would have gotten the extra little fade out, it kind of just stayed turned. If it would have full flex for me, it would have been there.
And I think I hit Grant's disc there.
Yeah, that's another good one. And Brian, is that in?
Brian trying to get a little bit of extra distance for us and doesn't quite make it.
He's right on the edge, though. He should be able to get that one back. Oh, what disc am I throwing here? Yeah, sailed that one a little bit. I think that was my Zeus. I think I just didn't want to leave it short. Wonder why.
Yeah, this is a pretty intimidating throw.
Yeah, because anything that hyzers out is going in the water, pretty much. That was smashed.
Yeah, Grant overcorrected from the water.
Yeah, he went OB long. That was probably 400 something just on that shot. And this one is
not quite going to make it. That's the intimidation factor. That means I need to play safe and just get this one on land somewhere over there.
Yeah, is this the T-Bird?
No, this is that destroyer that I earlier said was in the water. So what happened was I couldn't find it right there. I also went out of bounds.
You're good.
We couldn't find it there, but someone found it for me the next day.
Ooh.
And literally we were playing in two groups, and they found it and left it on top of this basket for me, and I immediately put it back in the water on 17.
Blue 17?
Yes.
Was it deep in there? Like, do you think you'll get it back?
It's probably 20 feet off. I'll probably get it back, but it won't be until quarantine's over, when people are going in there and getting them out for us.
Thought I just got 2 in a row there. Thought I nailed that step putt.
Yep.
But
it's a good look. At least you came up short.
And I have no idea how that one didn't stick. I mean, it was definitely left side, but it was so low. It was like in the cage.
That was making up for that one that he hit the band on.
Yeah, I guess so. That's right. But still, that one, oh my gosh. It looked like it was like in.
Here's us taking the bogey.
Grant and I both parred. Fortunately, Rick and Brian.
Is that the first bogey of the round?
It was the first bogey.
Scores are Brian at -5, Rick at -7, Grant at -8, and I'm at -10. Hole 15 is 666 foot, par 4. Kind of through here. Anything around that basket is fine. And then from that one across the water up to 14th basket, which is way up there. I think we have the box to do. You want to go first, Grant?
Yeah, these last 4 holes are the opposite of the first 4, in that most of them are pretty difficult. This is one of our more difficult ones too. We got to get something way up there to be able to attack the basket, and looks like Grant did that pretty well.
Yeah, that was beautiful, right in the middle up there.
But it's hard to get something out there with the low ceiling that doesn't fade back into the road. So you have to be real touchy with something that has a lot of speed. So
yeah, what am I throwing here? Going back to the beefy Undertaker, and I decided to throw it left on hyzer. Make sure to let it hyzer into the road, just how I wanted. That one's not too good. This is one that I can see being like really hard for a singles round, especially. So much OB.
Yeah, I birdied this hole twice now, and that's ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's tough to pull. It takes 2 real good throws to get anywhere near the basket, and I turned that one over, and that should have been in the water, but luckily I threw it real low.
Yeah. I think you were still safe, like 5 or 10 feet short.
Yeah, I was just off. This is usually what you're looking for. Maybe a little more distance than this to be able to attack the basket. It's hard to attack from quite back this far, but
yeah,
it's an easy par from here usually.
That is smashed. That's so good.
Yeah, I got it up there.
For it to never turn over, just straight hyzer to flat, that's crushed. That one's gone. He might never see that one again.
That burned over quick.
That one will probably never be found. What am I throwing here? A garbage shot is what I'm throwing. Actually, we gotta.
Just
look.
Like I said, from here it's tough to attack the basket from this far back. It's probably a good 420 from here.
Yeah.
Grant giving it a pretty decent run. That's going to burn out a little left too, though.
Yeah, that'll be right next to me, I think. We're all in a pretty similar area. You guys got a little.
We got to look at it
here, maybe that's 70 with this little gap. Gaps are so weird. Like, it feels like that shouldn't even come into play on a putt. It just gets in your head.
Oh, it's definitely part of the mental game right there.
That little twig might have just taken the speed off.
Pretty sure that was in otherwise.
Yeah, that was right on line. Grant almost got that one. We're probably only 50 here.
Oh, the fake rundown.
Yeah, I knew that one wasn't in. Obviously, I was just tricking the camera. It actually looked way shorter from the camera angle than from my angle. Like, I could tell it wasn't in the whole time watching this video back, but in person it looked so dead center.
All right, last one was
Moving
par
into
play. Hole
7. Is this hole 17?
This is 17.
Straight down there, par 4. Kind of an easy 4. Maybe gettable with a long jump putt. We'll see what happens. This lake is obviously playing OB. Is anything else OB besides the parking lot? Okay, sweet.
And the gazebo.
Go for it, right?
Yeah, this is the exception to those last 4 being the hard ones. This one's pretty straightforward. The water's here and you have to go over it, but most of the time you should be able to clear it unless you get a little too much height or
Yeah.
don't get it something flat.
Yeah, this definitely seems like one you want to get.
That's like right there.
And I announced that I'm going big, so let's see what happens.
The gazebo.
That was all right, I guess.
That's a good looking throw. I think if I remember right, you're on the grill over there next to the
Yeah.
gazebo.
Brian, don't know what he's throwing here. But it's needs to come back.
No way.
Was it OB?
Sidewalk.
Oh, he hit the sidewalk and slid
Sidewalk
OB.
and skipped OB.
That's really unlucky. So now you got all the pressure to put one in bounds.
Got all the pressure. This is a pretty easy clear for most of the time, but this one I almost turned over a little too much, but just over the other basket there and pretty close to the sidewalk or on the sidewalk. We don't play any of the sidewalks OB for Safari. The only things we have on Safari OB are
Parking lots in.
anything that has to be, like gazebo or road or water,
Yeah.
any
Which
of
I
the
like.
sports fields.
I don't really like man-made OB unless it needs to be there, like a road or parking lot, somewhere where people would be. Yes, for sure. But I don't
Yeah,
like when
you
they
were
just put ropes up and stuff.
Right on this grill.
Yeah, and I think he just parked that one. I can't remember. We'll see if I run this or not. That looks like a run. Oh, that was actually.
That looked
yeah,
real close, a little deep, I think.
That is true. Didn't leave it short.
Some easy cleanups.
Yeah, moving into 18.
All right, last hole with star frame again. Hole 18 is 860-foot par 5 with the Mando in play right over there. And there's obviously water here that shouldn't really come into play. And I'm guessing all the...
Yeah, the Mando here is the same Mando that we played on hole 7. This is not a long hole, but it's a real tricky shape. You just want to be down there past 17's basket somewhere if you can.
Yeah, for sure. This one's definitely eagleable if you get your drive anywhere around 18's pad, which
Go big flex 18C.
isn't guaranteed, but how far did I say it was? 860?
860.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's definitely not short, but
if you have the arm, this is what you want to do. That clears 18's tee pad by a good bit, if I remember right. And you guys had a pretty decent shot at an upshot there.
yeah, I thought I was going to hit those trees right, like guarding the fairway, and it snuck through them, so I got really lucky there. Definitely get all of my power from Disc Golf Dad. I also get my smooth, buttery forehand from him.
And I'm just trying to put something down there by 17's basket anywhere that gives me an overshot across the road and
That was inbounds by like 4 feet,
Yep.
if I remember, 4 or
Yep.
5 feet, maybe a little more, but it was really close. It was a tap-in putt away from being OB. Did that one kick OB?
I think it did. I think it went into the tall stuff there. And you can see mine came up way short of where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there in the flat area is what you're typically looking for.
He threw a forehand, too. Never seen before. On film. That's crazy.
It's the
I
unicorn.
think that actually was the first time I've ever seen him throw a forehand.
Me trying to figure out what I'm going to do here because I left us in a pretty terrible spot.
This branch are right in his way, dude.
Professional advice from Luke Callahan here.
Oh, rejected. Yeah, I don't like my odds going that.
I don't remember what you ended up doing, but I know you
I'm
didn't
just going to
have a good shot.
try to throw a flick through that little window you can see there on the right side of the screen, I think. And just get it down there near 18's tee pad would be fantastic.
Yeah,
I sawed it off quite a bit, though.
but it did stay in bounds, right?
It stayed in bounds. Gave us a big Anheuser throw to the basket from there. Should be a easy par from here, but we're not gonna have a chance at a birdie probably.
Yeah, it'll still take a good shot to get the birdie.
We're way too pinched off at this angle to get up and over and turn right enough to get to the basket here and around that Mando.
Yeah. What are you throwing here? Is this a shrike?
This would probably be Ugly Snake. It's a Mamba.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a snake dyed on the front that bled profusely when I dyed it. So it looks horrible. So we call it, some of the guys call it OB snake because it turns over so hard it goes OB a lot. But I call it Ugly Snake.
So I'm throwing a Buzz SS here, I think, trying to get the eagle.
Yeah, that's a hell of a drive to get that far. And
I turned it over so far.
then the path you took to get from where you are to where you landed is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it went like 70 feet right. Definitely not what I wanted.
I'll give you guys an eagle putt though.
Yeah, you can't really complain with an eagle putt, no matter how far away it is. If you're putting for better than birdie, it's not bad. Where did his go?
Grant catches those trees over there catch so many turnovers.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to get around, and they stick out a lot further than you can see from down around that tee. And here we've got what looks like a simple upshot that I pulled way wide.
That's circle's edge, though.
The full 360 zoom around there. Brian doing the right thing and just
Good
putting
shot.
it under the basket for us.
Yeah, that was buttery. And we actually have like a really weird bid from here. We're right on that tree, and it's such low ceiling. Yeah, I can't remember the line I went with here, but I just know it was tricky. But anyways, this is the last hole. So thank you everybody for watching. If you stuck with us, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, drop comments if you want to see stuff like this in the future.
And Grant just hit that ceiling that was 2 feet in front of him.
Yeah.
Easy tap in for us for the par. You guys are easy tapping in for birdie, which gained you another stroke on us. You guys pulled away from us on this third six.
Going with the Kevin Jones. And I think past Luke also wraps it up. So, gonna send it off to him, but thank you guys for watching.
Thanks everyone for watching. I had a lot of fun out here. I think that round took like 3.5, 4 hours. Thank you to Grant, Rick, and Brian for showing up and showing us the course. This was actually my first time playing the full course, so I had a lot of fun.
He designed it and built it.
Oh yeah, Rick and Brian designed it.
The guy
When did you guys?
Once he just whipped. The guys who designed it. It's first time seeing it.
When did you guys make this course?
We put the baskets in 4 years ago. Probably Safari a couple of years ago.
Are people allowed out here or no?
No,
Don't come out here. Not putting the location anywhere. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe,
Wait,
leave a
what
comment.
was the final
Oh
score?
yeah, I should maybe do that. Good job, Grant.
I couldn't remember.
Tell me how to run my own channel. All right, we got a birdie. You guys, par. Final score, I finished 12 under, Grant finished 10 under, Rick at 7, and Brian at 5. Sweet. All right, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.